In this session, we're going to have a look at how to import your Apple address book into CRMHaven. Now the way that we do that is we come down the bottom here into Options and choose Import Clients. Now before I do, I'm just going to show you where the information is going to be stored. So choose Fields to Display shows us all the possible fields on CRMHaven. One of which is here the Apple address book user identification. Now that's the unique identifier that Apple uses behind the scenes to describe a particular contact or client. So if I choose OK, you'll see here that somebody has gone and imported these particular bits of information from their Apple address book. The reason why we need this unique identifier is should the information come in from another source, we need it to be able to synchronize correctly, to be able to tell if this is actually an address book contact or is not an address book contact. So when we do import information from our address book, if you want to know whether it's entered by someone else or from an address book, you can use that unique ID. So let's come down here and go Import Clients. Now normally we'll import things via a text file or a CSV file. For Apple users, you can click on this Apple address book, and for Apple users, this preview button will be enabled. For others it's going to be grayed out. The sync both ways is not, it's a bit buggy at the moment, so I would tend to leave that alone. The whole point here is that we can click on the preview button and it will look up all of the addresses in our Apple address book, all the email, all of the information that it's got there about them, and put it ready so it can be imported into CRMHaven, including the unique identifier. Now I'm logged in as the demo user at the moment, so we have a limit to the number of contacts that we can actually import. It's actually 100. So let's click on preview and we'll get that error message coming up. And it says you're limited to importing in 100 new clients. So I've obviously got 927 contacts in my address book. At most I can bring in 100, and even then I'll be limited on the number that's currently installed for my account. In this case, the demo is able to store 1,000 contacts on the server. Okay, so this is the information it's got from my Apple address book, all different people's names and things wherever they may be, and down the side here it has actually checked for duplicates based on the information on the server. It's checked to see if that person is already on the server, and since they're not, it's giving us the option to add them to the CRM. Okay, if I chose update, it would take those 100 users, put them up onto the CRM, ready to be shared with others if necessary. And when the sync both ways is properly debugged, then you'll be able to take the information that people have made changes with on CRMHaven, have them brought down and reflected into your Apple address book as well. So you can keep the two of them in sync and yet have them on a shared system. Okay, so that is how importing your Apple address book works on CRMHaven. I hope you find that useful. Thank you. Goodbye.